Trash for cash. Price, Harry? I gave a blackout on the Harcourts. I gave it a go. But in Prince Harry's words, there comes a point when silence is betrayal. I wouldn't want him to think that I betrayed him. Besides, even when you try and avoid this pair, they shove themselves in your face. Seriously, is this the behaviour of people who want privacy, to be left alone for their own mental health? Unprompted, Prince Harry, to promote his coming release of his latest Whinge-fest spare, with his sad little face and puppy dog eyes on the cover, wants us to feel sorry for him. Again. Oh, woe is me with my $1 million mansion in one of the nicest places on earth, surrounded by A-listers, a.k.a. Oprah and Barack, with my gorgeous wife, kids, and oh, by the way, I'm the son of the king. So unprompted, he gives an interview to Anderson Cooper. Never heard of him. Obviously, Harry found somebody who was prepared to sacrifice their integrity, a bit like Tom Bradbury. Harry's hardly going to let someone ask him real questions, is he?
You know, the family motto is never complain, never explain. But it's just a motto. And it doesn't really hold...
There's a lot of complaining and a lot of explaining.
Yes, well, I was expecting him to say it that bit by you, Harry, but then Harry continues.
Through leaks. They will feed or have a conversation with the correspondent, and that correspondent will literally be spoon-fed information and write the story, and then at the bottom of it, they will say that they've reached out to Buckingham Palace for comment.
Through leaks? Is he talking about himself leaking information? Isn't he doing the same thing, leaking stuff about his memoir? Can't he see it? The contents of which are now trickling out due to an accidental mishap in Spain, where the book was released early. And if the translations are correct, details about how he lost his virginity in a field as he was tapped on his behind afterwards and told to be on his way, his frost-bitten penis, and how many people he has killed in Afghanistan, comparing them to pieces on a chessboard, sharing the kind of information that you'd tell your partner to shut up about if you overheard them telling friends and family, the sort of stuff that would put you off your food at a dinner party. Apparently, his brother William knocked him to the ground when he heard about his marriage to Meghan. Yes, of course he did. He was trying to knock some goddamn sense into you, boy. Look at the mess you've made ever since. Harry's complaining that the royal family have remained silent, which is protocol, by the way. But that isn't quite true. In fact, the royal family have issued numerous statements to protect the pair, as Jesus Enriquez Rosas points out.
We have Vogue. The royal family issues an unprecedented statement about Prince Harry's girlfriend. And Vanity Fair, Prince William issues a statement in support of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's relationship. Buckingham Palace made a rare move to officially deny feud rumors surrounding Kate Middleton and Meghan Markle. The cut. Palace denies reports that Meghan Markle's dog was photographed mid-poo. What?
So let me see. You leave this country, which, judging by the footage in your horror-mentary, Harry, was a pre-planned escape. You go on Oprah whilst your grandfather is dying and bang on about someone being racist in the royal household. The Queen puts out a statement, recollections may vary, whilst tending to her dying husband and best friend for some 70 years. You knock out interviews, podcasts, a 6-part docu-thing where you promote it with a load of unrelated images that won't pass Ofcom in this country, prompting our Prime Minister to call for stricter regulation of streaming giants. And in it, you pretty much call Britain racist. And in this, your latest Whinge Fest, your headline is a scrap with your brother. Newsflash, brothers fight.
Absolutely, yeah, it's normal. Like all siblings argue. In fact, like I didn't fight with my brother probably because I was scared of him. But if I wasn't so scared of him when I was younger, we would have had loads of fights. And with my sister, we were similar in age, so we probably had more fights than what me and my brother would have had. So it's normal. All families fight. Just because they're royals don't mean they're not any different to any of us.
Honestly, I've got 5 siblings, and yeah, to be fair, we tussled due to, you know, who's the oldest, from oldest to youngest. But it's normal. I said if you didn't tussle and, you know, competition and things like that, you know, it wouldn't be normal.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I've seen it happen with all my friends. That's completely normal.
You go on about a frostbitten penis, cocaine and killing a load of people, which you compare to chess pieces, which if this was a chessboard, Harry, you'd be a pawn. And like a pawn, you'll never be king. Even the Americans are sick of you. Perhaps, looking at the mess you've made, the number of staff between the two of you that you've managed to dispatch, and the numerous books that don't paint your dearest Meghan in the best of lights, maybe, just maybe, your brother had a point. By all means, tell the truth as you see it, but the gall of Harry to think that he deserves some sort of apology, that's a joke, right? And silence in Prince Harry's simplistic view equals
The point when silence is betrayal.
Let me help you out, Harry. Sometimes people stay silent for fear of saying things to upset, inflame, or put their foot in a situation, making it worse. In other instances, people stay silent to avoid stooping to the same low levels. Perhaps this is what the palace is doing, something that maybe you should consider doing yourself. You can't force people to behave how you want them to behave. Complaining about Thomas Markle selling information whilst doing exactly the same thing. There's simply no self-reflection. If only Harry and Meghan would look in the mirror, creating a racket with drama, only to be upstaged by silence. For God's sake, people, don't encourage him. Don't buy the book. The Queen was right. Never complain, never explain. Because silence, Harry, is the loudest noise in the theatre.